game one was all about setting the table. For Carolina, it was about making a statement. Now the question is, do they make enough of a statement to bring home the cup, or will the impossible dream come true? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Vince Brown. The man on the call with me is Alex Dar, and here we go. We are live from Charlotte, North Carolina, leg 2 of the HSL Commissioner's Cup Finals. Ramon for Detroit pushed it down line. Could not get it to go for
Yeah, this should be a good one.
The boys in white, purple, and black, trying to overcome a 1-0 first leg loss to Carolina, in which Nate the Great Robinson, in goal once again, wound up being able to record the first ever playoff shutout in the history of the HSL.
And of course, I recorded the first ever. Just for you league history nerds out.
Yes, indeed, you did do that. First ever debut of a shutout here. Mickey Martino has the honors of being in goal tonight for leg 2 of this fabulous affair.
He played fabulous in leg 1. Let's see if he can keep it up in leg 2.
The only goal of that leg was a Josh Sampson breakaway goal. Field Blue looking to get things started. Stopped at the left circle in the zone right. Carolina in their home orange and blue this evening. Roman Pena for Carolina getting it out. Jake Gustafson cross ice to Christian McCavitt. McCavitt spent it behind the backside. Looked like it hit the side of the goal there. Him up, the puck comes near side. Gino Rick looking to get it out of the zone. He's got Ivan Ryerson moving a group of chicken and bacon. Carolina with one away goal. Detroit has to overcome that to win the cup. Shot by Rick, not there. Robinson with another great shot. They'll quickly get it out to Post Malone. Malone not get to the Liam Kidden. Malone will get it back at the right point, zone left. In the middle is Gustafson. Good shot by Martino.
Martino has played out. And it seems like he wants to keep it up.
Ruled cross ice on the left point. He'll come right point for Ryerson. Good forecheck and puck in loose. Davidson coming back left with a long pass to Gustafson. He's now in the middle. Shot down the table. Shot right at Martino. Gloves it. Stops it with 16-24. Just like last night, Alex. Both of these goaltenders up to snuff.
You've got to find a way to get a screen on one of them to make sure that puck gets through.
Go back to action. Carolina will win the faceoff. Hans with the puck now has it to Jacovian. That's Apollo Jacovian. Hans slides toward the middle slot. Now goes deep in the middle for Big Dirty. Tries to make shoots. Rance had it right in the clouds. Now couldn't trigger it. Frankie Sonata quickly coming back right for Detroit. He's got Marju Kudijar. Kudijar slides to the right. Shot right at Robinson. Good stick up and quickly get it out to play Vance and Doherty. Going to come back left with it. Doherty. The good one. Take the Cahovian. Splits the defense at Martino. And Martino will stone him and keep it in play.
Martino has played his heart out during this playoff run, that's for sure.
At 30 of 31 saves last night from our final stats. Nice high glove save that time by Robinson to keep the puck going. They quickly get it out to Clover. Clover got it poked away by the Detroit back line. Jack Brown looking for the cup win here. They have to beat at least one away goal.
But with Carolina's defense, I'm not sure that's going to happen.
We got a lot of hockey to play here. Still just the first period. I'm quite sure we'll see a few fights before it's all over with. 13:50 to play for the opening period. No score.
I am too.
Ramon had it for a moment. Oh, somebody got laid out with an elbow, but no call. Good pass up to Sampson. Sampson, hero game one shoot. Won't be that hero just now. Mickey Martino with a good glove save. He'll stop it at 13-24.
Like I said, you got to find a way to get a screen on these hot goalies or else they're going to say.
What I've been seeing lately, Alex, is the breakaways seem to be the ones that are that are coming up with the biscuit in the back of the basket, because these goaltenders tend to come out sometimes on those breakaways to try and challenge them. There's a shot right at Robinson to glove that one. We stopped at 13:02.
Yeah, to your point, Martino did that last. So maybe we'll see a goal on a penalty shot tonight.
Who knows? Drag talk off the face-off win by Detroit at the left point. Now he has Nick Shealy to the left circle for McForehead. Johnny McForehead hemmed up on the board. Double team. Davidson's trying to get it out. Papa Taylor at the left side of the post, and Nate Robinson had to literally put his entire 6'4" frame in the post to stop all that wildness.
Hey, you do whatever you can as a goaltender. Not as you possibly can.
12:37 to play for this opening period. Still no score with Carolina and Detroit. Second and final leg. Don All with a shot. Got it knocked away by Robinson. Jacobian on the rebound. Gets to the Doherty. Doherty on a 3-on-2. Hemmed up. And we've got a fight already. You knew this was going to happen.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, we did. Sorry.
Steinbeck for Detroit. Vance for Carolina. Here we go. Steinbeck, the southpaw. Vance, the orthodox. And the winner of this fight.
I guess it's going to end with a right hook.
Yep, you called it, John. Vance with a right hook.
Man, I am good.
And to think these were the number 3 and number 4 seeds coming into this tournament, and they're the ones now fighting for the cup.
Yeah, that's hard to believe.
You know, Detroit, call for what it's worth. They are literally minutes away from achieving their impossible dream. They were 0-5 to start this season. They're
scrappy, too. I mean, this is a team that will scrap and claw to get whatever they need to get done.
Puck comes all the way out of the zone. Detroit going to the right, dumps it back in. Jacobian had it for a moment. He got forechecked by Kudijar. He'll give it to Johnson. Now Jacobian gets it back. Jacobian quickly up ice to Jake Doherty with 11:21 to play. Still no score right now. Doherty at the right circle. Doherty trying to slip through traffic. Good stop by Martino as he tried to get that little bitty spot over there by the deep left post.
Do you think my description of Detroit is...
That's about as accurate as you can get, because, I mean, they literally had to fight back just to get 2 games under 500.
Yes, they did.
Martino picks up another loose puck near the left post, and they reload in the Detroit zone with 10:58 to play for the period. Line change for Carolina. If you missed last night's game, 1-0 Carolina on the road at Detroit. Josh Sampson in the second period. A breakaway goal wound up being the difference.
That was a heck of a goal by Three-hole.
We got another fight coming, folks. Ryerson this time for Detroit. And it's Ali for Carolina. This time the left hook wins it from Ali.
Interesting.
Tell you, these teams are going tooth and nail right out the gate.
Both of them want to win that cup, that's for sure.
Ivan Ryerson for Detroit. Hans, do not call me Muhammad Ali for Carolina.
Yeah. Good joke.
Zone left, circle right now on this face-off. The win by Carolina. It does slip out of the zone, so they do have to clear. Liam Caden in the back line. And now get it up to Post Malone. Quickly up to Jacobian. Paulo Jacobian. He's become a pretty good two-way player as of late, especially on defense.
Yeah, he has. He's impressed me with the way he's gone.
Sonati gets it to Rick. Back to Sonati. Shoots off of a defender. Jacobian playing defense there, but moved right back. Right at Robinson. Robinson will stop that one. Puck comes to the near side. Will come completely out of the zone. No ice. You did touch a whole gang afloat.
Again, you got to find a way to screen these goals.
Mahmoud got a good forecheck from Caden. Push Malone. Tried to flip it backwards and couldn't do it as Martino stops him again.
In fact, the weird thing is I would draw it up on a face-off.
Long pass to Roman Pena in the back line. He'll quickly get it up now for Malone. Malone's got to bounce off of somebody as there's a line change for Detroit. No score between Detroit and Carolina. Leg 2 with the HSL Commissioner's Cup Finals. Carolina right now aggregate-wise up 1-0. They also have 1 away goal, so that's both things that Detroit has to overcome here on the road here in Charlotte. Jacobian on the push. He has Doherty. Doherty trying to split the defense. Jack Brown Doesn't let him go. He'll get it to Celine on McForehead. McForehead trying to fit the defense. Couldn't pull the trigger. Builder with a shot. Good stick stop and blocker stop by Robinson. Jacoby coming to the near side. Trying to come back left for the orange and blue Pirates of Carolina. And here comes Jacoby up ice. He's got Post Malone. With 7:35 now, Jake Doherty has to do the minute slide. Oh, what a forecheck by Jack Brown. Laying the smackdown.
Question is Jack Brown the best defenseman in the HSL?
I don't know. You got a number of choices, but we got a penalty coming up on the Ice Doctors here in a moment.
He's definitely one of the best, that's for sure.
This penalty coming in at the 13-minute mark of period number 1, and Detroit will get charged with Bob Builder's boarding call. Let's see what happens. Oh, yeah.
That's a penalty we've only seen, what, once?
Yep, and he boarded, looked like John Vance there.
You got to make sure you, when you see the numbers, don't hit the guy. That's going to get called every single time.
Especially when you get that close on the board. Here comes Hitman. Jason Hitman looking for the first goal of the game, but flipped it back to McTavish. McTavish hit the right circle in the zone left. Torrey trying to pull the trigger, couldn't do it. Longer, and company looked to get it out of the zone. Pushing up line. Here's Ramon. He'll dump it back in on the clear. 30 ticks gone by in the Carolina one-man advantage. No score. We're now down to 6 minutes for the period. Now Long fires from the blue line short and hits a goal on the shorthand. Joey Ramon blasted from the right point. What the? Are you kidding me?
What in the world just happened?
I see what happened. The shot came from the right point. Ramon got it hit off his back leg. He saw it. He flicked it right in the forehole. Wow.
You almost draw that. It's weird.
That is a weird one. Ethan Long is the one that will give him the assist on the shorty.
Interesting.
I thought for sure Ethan Long knocked it in. Nope, it was off of Ramon. The stick hit Ramon. The puck hit Ramon's stick, and then he just fired it in. I'm like, wow, that was good.
Certainly interesting.
4:49 to play. Detroit up 1-0. Now the away goal tiebreaker's out the door. So we're right now 1-1. Both teams also with an away goal.
One thing's for sure, we've got a hockey game now.
Oh, you better believe we do. And that's one of the rare shorthanded playoff goals in our short history here in the HSL. 22 ticks on the Carolina power play. Long look, dumping it back in one more time. Robinson will come way out to give it to Davidson. Davidson quickly take the Gustafson. Gustafson coming to the left circle in the zone left. Now down to 7 on the power play. Taken away, the out and Kudijar. Chekhovsky keep it in the zone, down to 2, down to 1. Vansky will not get the power play goal, but they'll keep it in the zone. Chekovian on the great pass from Gustafson will put Carolina on the board. 1-1.
Wow.
The Russian rifleman does it again. His second goal of the finals.
What else could we expect? This guy has the best shot in the HSL.
Now, of course, you know we've got the playoff MVP award coming up at the end of this contest too. So everybody that's listening to us right now and watching us on YouTube, start thinking about your choices for the playoff MVP. Make sure you drop it. Make sure you drop it in the chat box. We will love to hear from you.
I honestly think Jacobian has my vote.
Well, right now it's Jacobian and Sampson for Carolina. And I would definitely say right now, Ramon for Detroit, although Mickey Martino does rate a mention as well.
Yeah, Martino deserves his due. He's a heck of a goaltender.
We've got 2.5 of the period. Chekhovian keeps it in the zone. Hans at the right point. Doherty in the middle. Flips it back. Went off the backside of a defender. Chairman Meow trying to get out of the zone for Detroit, and does, thanks to Mahmoud. Now quickly up ice to Ivan Ryerson with 2 minutes to play. We're at 1-1. Rick in the middle. Good glove stop by Robinson.
Again, that's why you got to make sure.
I tell you, Alex, as the more I see this Detroit club, and the more that they play, and the more that they gel together, that 0-5 start, I think, almost was meant to be, if you think about it.
Could be. Maybe it took them that much time to gel. You never know.
Sampson, we got a fight coming at the red line. It is Sheely one way. I want to say Sampson the other. Nope, it's Ashley Kearns, number 86 for Carolina. And Sheely with a big right cross to knock down Kearns.
And thanks for all of you that are joining us in the SSPN, from the SSPN channel right now.
All right, let's see what's going on in the chat room. Hey! We got our man Taro whatever the heck that boy's last name is.
Takashi?
Yeah. He's checking us out in the YouTube chat room. Everybody get to the
nice.
Get the Hockey Sim League on YouTube, man. I'm telling you, it is fun, man. Oh, what a big scrub in front of the net here. Mickey Martino trying to keep his wits about him. He's blocked 2 shots from Jacovian. And quickly, it's Martin Kudadar coming back right in the white, purple, and black. He's got Ramon already with a shorthanded goal. Almost got his second goal tonight. But they're quickly coming back left. It is Ditman for Carolina in the orange and blue. Hit back, cross ice. Sampson got blocked. Hit once, twice. Got a shot off. Got a second shot off. Both times. And Mickey Martino continues to stand on his head.
How is Martino making these saves?
Robinson with a save at the end. We've got a green light. We got a 1-1 stalemate, folks.
I mean, the man stood on his head last night like he was a ballerina, and now he's doing it again.
Well, we got 40 more minutes of this craziness to deal with. Ice Dockers won, Pirates won. Right now, Carolina is up 2-1 in the aggregate. But we got a lot of hockey to go. XM Satellite intermission report coming on the way. Don't move. This is the HSL Commissioner's Cup Finals. Ladies and gentlemen, we return to Charlotte, North Carolina, as we are in a 1-1 ties going into the second period of our final leg of the HSL Commissioner's Cup Finals. Carolina is up aggregately 2-1. We switch goals. Carolina going to the right in the orange and blue. John Vance on the steal, near score. Detroit going back left.
I'm curious what the face numbers were for that first intermission, because we've seen a pattern here in the HSL, Detroit being down in that face-off percentage win number, but
I believe that trend stayed true here in the first period, if I remember that correctly. Just opening here in the second period, zone right, circle right. The face-off win by Carolina. Liam Kidd is sliding to the left point. They go down line for Vance in the left circle. Behind the back for Doherty. In the middle of the corner, shoots. Oh, what a glove save by Martino! He went 3 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 9 o'clock, still had the puck in his glove and sat it down to stop the puck.
How is Martino doing this?
Don't ask me, ask him. Back to action. Pena now has it to Hans Ali. Uh-oh, we got another fight going in it, and oh boy. Somebody don't like somebody.
Of course we do.
Long, and is this Caden? Here they
if
go.
I had to guess, this one's going to end in an upper.
Straight right. And right in front of Martino at that. It was Jake Gustafson was the unfortunate party with that right hand.
Way to stand up for your goalie for Detroit there, though.
That gentleman, by the way, Ethan Long. Jakob Gustafson.
I'm assuming somebody ran into Martino, and that's what started the fight.
Yeah, because Ethan Long ran right there. Jake Gustafson knocked him out and said, okay, let's drop gloves, homie.
And I don't blame him for doing so. You run into a goalie, and that's cause for a fight in hockey, so
near steal.
That doesn't shock you.
Sinani and Kudijar. Sinani stole it in the backside. Kudijar keep at the left there with his own left. Slipped through the double team. Drag Talk has it. Drag Talk slides to the right point. Now has Chairman Meow. Meow had to slip away from him quickly down line for Ramon. Joey Ramon with the lone goal for Detroit right now. On the steal. Here comes Post Malone. Malone had his forecheck. Drag Talk takes it back left for Detroit. Ramon in the middle. Ramon to Kudijar at the right point. Flips it in the middle. They keep control. Kudijar at the right circle. Hot potato. McTavish picks it up now for Carolina. Flips it back right. Slips out of the zone. Detroit indeed does have to clear. Meow will flip it back left for the boys in purple, white, and black. A 1-1 tie. Kudijar cross the line in. And gets an ugly forecheck from Roman Pena.
Wow, that was a heck of a hit.
McTavish on the push back right. Screaming down the middle. Can't pull off the shot because Joey Ramon right there to snag it away from him. He gets to the margin. Kudijar into the middle. Kudijar trying to keep control. Hans Elise says, you will get none and like it. McTavish quickly back right. Shoots, but Drag Talk right there to stop it. I'll tell you, these defensemen for Detroit have done a great job blocking a lot of shots in front of Martino.
That must have been why Jack Brown picked a defenseman first for the first HSL draft. So, and I'm kind of curious what the owner of the #1 pick is going to do this year.
Well, Jack Brown's got the puck right now. He gets to the Frankie Sinani. Sinani. Uh-oh, we got another fight coming in the neutral ice. It is Ramon and who that? Looks like Oates here. There's some flying, though.
And of course, we have another fight.
Ramon knocks down Doherty this time. See,
the question is, who ran over who to start it?
Nah, I think this was just a little bit of a bump and like, okay, I'd had enough for you. We'll mark this fight at 4:21. Joey Ramon for Detroit. Who was the other guy? Doggone, I just lost his name. Well, the unfortunate victim just hit 5 for the Hokies. Quickly, Josh Sampson off the faceoff. Flips it back for Jason Hitman. And he had some good plays last night, too. Martin Kudijar off the rebound off of Martino. A clip on the near side for Frankie Sinani. Sinani at the left circle in his own left. Sinani battling in the zone. Will get a cross line for Rick. Gino Rick almost had a one-timer to go. Good stop by Nate Robinson to quickly get it out to Josh Sampson on the counterattack. Sampson to the right circle in his own right. Sampson at the right goal line, bumped away. They'll flip it near side and out of the zone. And icing coming up on Detroit on the touch-up, and there it is. We have a 14:31 for period number 2. We are still all square 1-1. Carolina right now with the aggregate advantage 2-1.
Question is, can they hold the score where it's at and win this championship?
Sounds like we got an early MVP vote for playoffs, and it could be one of the goaltenders that actually wins this series.
It very well could be. Both goaltenders have...
Kudijar had it for a moment. Got forecheck. Shot by Gino Rick. Almost goes. Nate Robinson will squeeze it and fall on it with 14:05 to play for the period. I tell you, the way these two goaltenders have played, Nate Robinson for Carolina and Mickey Martino for Detroit, I would dare say they could play on anybody's NHL team. That's how good they are.
I agree with you.
That's how good they are. Sheely with a shot right at Robinson. He covers up the post. Sierra missed, trying to come back with it. Missed with a long tape to Tom Popper. Popper had an empty netter in the back end of the Cup playoffs last week. And they almost go offside there. Shealy gets it out to McForhead. Back to Shealy. Now Ethan Long and Jack Brown playing the back line right now. Quickly, good one up to take the Shealy, but he dumps it over by the right goal line. Caden will pick it up for Carolina. Goes all the way around the backside. No icing call. Brown will pick it up again. Brown fights off the forecheck. Goes far side for Bob Builder. Builder already with a fight tonight. Builder cannot handle the triple team. John Vance coming back right with it. Now he'll come near side for Jake Gustafson. Gustafson forechecked at the referee's crease. He'll get it to Vance. John Vance at the right circle shoots. Glove save by Martino. And he'll freeze it with 12:06 for the second period. 1-1. Detroit and Carolina in the Cup Finals.
Martino definitely gets my right now. And Travis Lewis just joined us, so.
Hey, Travis Lewis in the building. What's up, dude?
Not so much. Not so much.
Tell you what, this is a very good way to end what has been a very interesting opening season for the Hockey Simulation League, but it wouldn't be hockey without it.
Yeah, exactly.
Sampson gets it to Hines. It's Gino Hines. In the middle now for Sierra Mist. Mist gets it out of the zone. Up line for Kearns. Now Josh Sampson dumps it to the left goal line in the zone right with 11:06 to play. Still a 1-1 tie between Carolina and Detroit. Puck poked all the way out of the zone by Detroit. Comes into Carolina's zone at the left goal line. Ali picked it up for a moment. Kudajar had it. Kudajar and Ali all in the grill of Nate Robinson. And Nate like, hold the biscuit up, y'all.
Yeah, and I don't. And again, like I've said, you got to find a way to screw. It's going to be tough pickings for all of you.
Back to play.
Hey, Taro's in.
Hey, Taro Takashi's in the building.
Hello.
Hey, what's up, Taro?
I'm good. Just enjoying this game.
Man, a couple of backhands by Johnson. Brendan Johnson with a couple of good shots. But nothing going on. Jake Gustafson got a great forecheck from J.W. Doyle, the overall #1 pick. And he is starting to pick it up here in this Cup final as we got a potential icing call there. There's a touch up by Carolina. We head back right into the decoy zone. But have you noticed lately J.W. Doyle's playing the back line in these playoffs?
Yeah, I have, and it's been.
Because you got to think, Doyle was pretty much non-existent the first 5 games.
Maybe getting him going was the key to their.
Hold that thought. Talk about going. How about Teagan with a wraparound goal to put Carolina up 2-1?
We haven't seen very many of those this season.
Scotty Teagan in the crease, just spun around and wham, 4-hole style. We'll put that at 10-19. This was off the face-off. The pass to Teagan was a slow pass to Teagan, but somehow he caught it, got in front of Martino, spun around, and fired it 4-hole style.
Interesting. Yeah.
So Carolina is now up aggregate-wise 3-1. They're 2-1 here in this leg with 9:41 to play for the period, but still a lot of hockey. We will crown a cup winner tonight. By hook or by crook.
As you said, still a lot of hockey, so you never know.
Caden and Davidson in the back line. They're trying to get it out. Mahmoud for Detroit had it for a moment. Tom Papa will steal it and take it out of the zone. They'll bring it back. Davidson had it in the zone for a moment. Now up to Teagan. Teagan looking for more here. Teagan shoots right at Martino. Martino kicked it back out. Penalty coming up on Carolina here. With 8:41 to play for the period.
Detroit can take advantage of it.
The guilty party this time is who, Mr. Orange Sleeves? The guy that just made the goal, Scotty Teagan. 11-19 for hooking. Although I got to question that one. That didn't look like much of a hook.
We've had a couple penalties that haven't looked like much of anything but been called.
But they are calling it tight. That's all you ask for at this time of the year. Call it even, call it tight.
Yep.
Johnson has it to all got the right circle, goes to the goal line, back to the forehead. Playing a little triangle here to start this particular session. I like this call by Jack Brown and company.
I like it too. Get somebody in the slot. 2 guys on the point and just fire it.
All get it to McForehead for a good shot in the point and just a little bit to the right of the post. Pena trying to get it out. Hold it. We got a what? Oh, somebody moved the furniture again. Whoops.
That came off its moorings?
That somebody knocked it off the mooring, so we got us facing off right there to the stick side of Robinson.
Oh, I wonder who knocked off the net.
Yeah. That's what you call moving the furniture. Whoops. Drag Talk slipped it out of the zone. Got to clear it. Now he dumped it back to the left goal line in the zone left. 1:15 on the Detroit power play. 7:17 for period number 2. Carolina up on Detroit 2-1 in this leg. Up 3-1 in the total aggregate. Shot from the left circle. Won't go good. High stick stop. And now Drag Talk unfortunately forgot that the rest of his teammates were in the zone when he was trying to bring the puck back in. That's offsides, homie. Whoops.
Yep. Lack of ice awareness there.
Line change on both sides. 6:53 to play for the period. We are neutral ice facing left in the circle right this time. Exactly 1 minute on the Detroit power play. Shot right at Robinson again, and he'll block it. Pena with a strong clear to the other side.
That was a strong clear. It just gets thrown out of the zone like it's a rag doll or something.
Ryerson saves the puck from going out of the zone at the left point, but it does come out and it got tapped back in. So that's another offside at 6:08 of the period. And line change for Carolina in the process.
Sorry, I got to brush my teeth here, so don't mind me.
Oh, you good, fam. 36.7 on that power play. We're back to action as Detroit. Uh-oh, here comes the potential. Martino comes all the way out and stops with a would-be drive by Vance. McTavish gets it back. McTavish to Vance. Good glove stop by Martino with 5:43 for the period. Line change on both sides. We go zone right, circle left here in this sequence. Back to play. Don Auld has it for Detroit, coming back left in the purple, white, and black. Down 2-1. Puck off the backside of McForehead. Almost got it kept in the zone. Good pass to Auld to avoid the offside. Cross line, McForehead shoots. Not there. McTavish as it cleared out. And we're back to full strength. Drag Talk now has it for Detroit. Hemmed up in the boards for a moment. Gives it to McForehead. McForehead now has Johnson. Brendan Johnson trying to keep it in his zone. Dumps it behind the goal line. Davidson now picks it up for Carolina, coming back to the right. Puck stops at the line. Doherty picks it up. Doherty with a 3-on-2. Offside is called. Looked like one of the players just a little bit too quick to get into the zone before Doherty brought the puck in.
I'd agree.
That's a no-no, ladies and gentlemen.
And again, lack of situational. I'm going to keep hammering it home as it happens, guys.
That puck shot out of play by Carolina, so we'll come back into neutral ice facing right in the circle left. 4:21.
But can you blame me? I'm a coach's sons.
Hey, you see things a little bit more interesting than most other folk. Frankie Sonati with the puck, got it poked away by Chekhovian, Apollo Chekhovian. Down line for Jake Doherty. Doherty with one-on-one. Kudijar snatches that away. He's got Joey Ramon. Ramon with the lone goal, a shorthander back in the first period. That's stripped away by Vance. Vance coming back right for Carolina in the orange and blue. Up 2-1 against Detroit. Doyle had it for a moment. Doyle trying to flip it into the zone. Battle for the puck. Vance has it now for Carolina. CR missed. Sonati with a steal. Can't score it there. Backside. Robinson a fall on it with 3:09 for the period. Line change both sides as we took ever so close to crowning our first ever Commissioner's Cup champion here in the HSL.
You want me to go to the coach's clipboard or what?
Let's get the clipboard at the XM Satellite Intermission Report at the end of this period.
Gotcha.
Brown at the right circle for Detroit going to the left. Pena will snatch it away for Carolina going back to the right in the orange and blue. Boy, it looked like a bunch formation, but they did avoid the offside there. McTavish got slammed to the boards, and Martino picks up the loose puck with 2:25 to play for the period. Carolina.
This isn't football, people. You don't have bunch formation in this. So whoever's thinking this is football, get out of here.
Carolina 2, Detroit 1, 2:25 for the second period. Off the face-off end, Chairman Meow dumps it near side for Ivan Ryerson. Ryerson gets it out of the zone, but flipped it over to Roman Pena of Carolina, who comes back right with it. That one's definitely going to be, because it missed everybody and their grandmama. But it won't, because Gustafson was the first one to pick it up, and they keep it play in the right side zone. McTavish has it at the right circle. McTavish almost taken away. It is taken away by Detroit momentarily. Meow gets it up line. 1:28 to play. Gino Rick now up to Adil Mahmoud. Mahmoud at the right circle in the zone left. Mahmoud at the goal line. Dumps it to the left side. Battle for the puck in the circle. Gustafson coming back right with it. Gustafson moving and grooving, shaking and baking. Gustafson has it now. McTavish slid out of the zone with it, unfortunately. He'll restart it and start back coming right with it. McTavish forechecked by Rick. Gets to loose the puck. That shot goes way out of the way. Should be an icing on Detroit, and it is on the touch-up as we're deep inside the 2K Sports final minute. 29.6 left on the second period clock. Stay tuned. The XM Satellite intermission report, including the HSL Coaches Clipboard by Alex Darr. And as Terrell Owens of football fame once said, get your popcorn. That
can't be more true than tonight.
Back to play we go as Ivan Ryerson for Detroit, pushing it up line with 12:6 to play. Mahmoud at the middle line. Dumps it to the left goal line. I don't think they're going to get a goal off here. 0-0 for second period. Carolina is 20 minutes away from a cup championship. Can they hold off a late push by the Detroit Ice Doctors? Time will tell. Pirates 2, Ice Doctors 1, period 3 in a moment. Right now, it's time for the XM Satellite intermission report. Here comes the HSL Coaches Clipboard as you check out the stats. Alex Darr, take it away.
Well, as you said, it's time for Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about ice awareness and how important that is. You need to know where you guys are on the ice. I'm seeing way too many simple mistakes that could have been avoided by just making sure you know where you are.
I say so.
And also, Detroit needs to make sure they're winning their face-offs. I'm seeing way too much inconsistency on the face-off.
Well, true to form, Alex, they are leading the face-off percentage nearly 60% to 40% for Carolina. We are back here in Charlotte, North Carolina. And by the way, this copyrighted broadcast of the Hockey Simulation League may not be reproduced for any reason without express written consent. He is Alex Darr. I am Vince Brown. Got a cast of hundreds here in the voice chat of our HSL Discord chat room. And we've got 20 minutes to play some hockey here. Somebody is going home with the Cup Championship tonight. Now, as the situation sits right now, Carolina is up 2-1 on Detroit. Aggregate-wise, they're up 3-1 on Detroit. Detroit has to get at least a tie here to send it to overtime, and a tie no worse than 2-2. If they get the 2-2 tie, they would at least be able to put this into overtime where they can win the game pretty much outright. Anything past that, they will win the Cup final.
Oh, so even if they win via shootout, Carolina still wins.
No. Carolina's up 3-1. If Detroit ties this 2-2, it's overtime. We have to go to overtime.
Because they're tied on aggregate.
Well, because they're tied in the game.
And on it.
Not quite on aggregate. Carolina would be up 3-2, but since we have overtime in hockey, we still have to play overtime.
Oh, yeah.
I understand.
So here comes Gino Rick. Gino Rick at the right circle, right at Robinson. Puts it back in play. Gino Rick almost with a steal and score there. Oh, my goodness. That was a loose puck mistake by Robinson. Now Gustafson coming back left with it.
How did they not put that in? That's a
Gino Rick had 2 opportunities on loose puck tries to shove that one home and nothing going. 2-1 Carolina, 2 minutes into the third period.
Like I said, that's a gimme, so there is no excuse not putting that puck in.
Davison at the right point in his own left to Doherty. Now Chekhovian at the right goal line. Now that Vance at the right. They're going to go to Davison. They'll slip right left. Caden off of the defender. Here comes Detroit back right. 3-on-1. Pass to Kudiger. Martin Kudiger shoots. Right. Robinson must cover it up, but get it right back out to play to Davidson. Oh, good forecheck on Davidson. Kudiger could not keep it in the zone. It's offside with 17-16 for regulation.
Good job pushing Detroit offside.
Line change both sides.
Them there.
We're facing the right in the circle right. Carolina with the face-off win. Josh Sampson trying to get a shot there. Right at Martino. He'll glove that one. 17:03 to play for the game.
And Carolina and Detroit. Game that went all the way to a shootout that we called. So could the same thing happen tonight?
Somebody's impossible dream will come true. It will be a definite improbable run for Detroit because they started out 0-5.
Gotcha.
Here comes Bob Builder up the middle. Builder goes to McForehead. McForehead keeps the puck. Oh, there, got poked away for a moment. Looking to get it back on the left side. Sierra missed to pick it up. Battle for the puck. Hitman has it now. Jason Hitman coming left for Carolina in the orange and blue. Nothing there. The back line of Carolina had it again. Sheely, cross ice. Whoops, not that person. Ashley Kearns dumps it back into the zone. Left. And let's try it again. Jack Brown hemmed up by Hitman. Sheely trying to get it out. He'll flip it up to the far side. Pena is out of the zone. Ali will clear for Carolina. Now Jason Hitman flips it to the left side. They got to clear one more time. Long has it out. It's Ethan Long. Kearns takes it away. Gives it to Hitman at the left goal line. Now back to Kearns at the left circle. Left point now. This is Pena. Puck poked out of the zone. Bob Builder on the push. Bob Builder. Oh, he got poked all the way back. And Jack Brown's got to poke it back in the zone and it goes out of play. There's a weird sequence there.
Yeah, that was weird. And dang it, I was going to make a joke that Carolina had a contract on Jack Brown because you know how they have Hitman.
That is true. Track talk for Detroit. Can't get out of the zone. Reinstein a second for left point. Chekhovian right at Martino. He'll glove it and stop it with 14:25. One of these teams will walk home with the official HSL Commissioner's Cup in our inaugural season. Carolina 14-25 away from doing so. But Detroit says they may have something left in the tank. Let's see. Davidson off the
and one thing's for sure, Martino's been playing excellent this series.
Yes, definitely.
And tonight.
Ramon dumps it to the right goal line with exactly 14 minutes to play. Puck to Chairman Meow slides toward the middle slot. He fires it right off the back of a Carolina defender, John Vance. Oops, stripped by with Sonati. Frankie Sonati at the left circle in his own right. Sonati slides toward the middle. Almost a one-timer there. Just a little bit right of Robinson. Kudiger has it now. Now, Martin Kudiger is a pretty good winger in his own right. Sonati in the middle. Sonati shoots. Long one right at Robinson. Easy pickings. Puck bounces off the near side. Boards. Caden trying to get it out. Not there. Battle for the puck. Hot potato Davidson coming back left for Carolina in the orange and blue. Up 2-1. The Jake Doherty with 12:50 to play for the game. Doherty poked away. Trying to keep control. Battle for the puck at the left circle. Back right comes Frankie Sonati. Sonati hemmed up for a moment. Sonati stripped away by Chekhovian. Apollo Chekhovian playing a little defense here.
And I don't blame him. He's a good two-way player. So, and you got to make sure you play two ways, especially in this league with how offensive talent is.
Vance gets it back, gets it now to Doherty coming left at 11:45. Doherty now for Chekhovian. Almost had it one time, almost had it twice. Martino stows him both times with the glove.
I'm just stunned that Martino's this good. Honestly. Detroit found a steal.
He is excellent.
We're back to play. Come up on 11.5. Penalty on Carolina. Now, this might be the chance Detroit looks for.
For what, though?
Looks like it's going to be on McTavish here.
Me too.
McTavish for hooking at 8:45. Ooh, that's another one of those.
Do you think that was a hook or not?
No, I think he played the puck. They call it. Look, they're calling it tight. That's all you ask for. Call it tight. Shot by Ryerson almost goes. Rick coming up the near side in his own right. Ryerson again. Another stop by Robinson. A freezer with 10:54 for regulation.
There might be some some of the refs' calls, but you can't really argue about them after the fact.
Hey, sometimes you just got to play through them. It's the best teams in history play through some of those situations. Long now to Brown, back to Long. Long stripped away in the middle. Chancellor gets it to Ali. Ali, Chancellor trying to get it out of the zone to clear it all the way out. 10:28 to play. Coming up on 90 seconds for the power play. Brown now has it. Brown poked away by Gustafson. Puck poked out in the zone. Here comes Ryerson. Cross ice for Felix Steinbeck. Steinbeck on the left circle. Steinbeck into the middle. Ryerson shoots. Oh, just a little wide to the right. I think Ali had a little touch on that one. Ryerson keeps it in the zone. Ryerson's left point for Ethan Long with 1:09 on the power play. Brick at the left circle. That not there. Off the left side of the goal. Here comes Steinbeck coming to the right side. He's got Ryerson at the right point. Gets it back at the circle. On the right point is Jack Brown. Gets it to Ryerson. Ryerson looking. Come back left. Here comes Sonati. Now it's Ryerson again. Ryerson back to Steinbeck, excuse me. Ryerson, Steinbeck, and Rick playing triangle right here. Steinbeck with a great pass from Rick. He'll tie this up at 2.
We've got a hockey game.
Anything is possible in the HSL.
Felix Steinbeck from Gino Rick, and Gino Rick gave him an absolutely great pass inside the crease, and he slams it home on a great wraparound.
You gotta love when your teammates know where you are.
That was an absolute thing of beauty on the power play. 2-2.
That is why you talk to each other right there.
Agreed. Now they're looking for possibly the one to give him the oh, wow, off the post. Robinson, I think, is lucky stars on that one. Again, Detroit. Right now, Detroit can't send this to overtime, even though Carolina would be up on the aggregate 3-2. You still have to play overtime. Builder trying to split the middle. Builder on the back end. He scores! Oh, my God. Bob Builder just gave Detroit the lead this series.
You gotta be kidding me.
He split the double team, and he backhanded it 5-hole style.
Like I said before, anything can happen in this league.
You are dead on with that one, Mr. Takashi.
Yeah.
Back-to-back goals in a matter of seconds. 3-2 Detroit. Now Carolina has to tie this one up to send it to overtime. If they don't, Detroit wins on the away goals tiebreaker.
Holy moly, I thought I'd seen it all. Jeez.
Does that remind you of a particular sequence in the NHL Stanley Cup Finals?
Yup.
Yeah.
Back to action we go. Battle for the puck. Drag talk and Meow trying to get it out with Steinbeck. Steinbeck had it for a moment. Stays in the zone. Don Auld has it. Ald's got it stripped away from him. Malone trying to tie this one up. Nope. Martino sits on it with 7:05 to play for the game.
And when you spoke of that moment, are you speaking of the moment that Vegas choked?
No, I'm actually referring to, if you go back to 2015, in a matter of 16 seconds, the Chicago Blackhawks tied Game 6 at Boston and then took the lead 16 seconds later inside the final minute.
Oh, yeah.
I actually remember that now.
Well, that was the wildest sequence I've seen in a Cup final. To win it!
Yeah, that was insane.
Speaking of insane, Detroit's just going to go absolutely animalistic if they can hold on to this lead here. 3-2. Detroit right now, aggregate-wise, tied with Carolina, but because the away goals is the first tiebreaker, Detroit right now can win the cup.
That's just bananas. And I thought we weren't going to get to the away goals tiebreaker in this.
We just might in this one. Doyle has it now. J.W. Doyle sends it over to Ryerson. Shot right at Robinson, gloves it, stops it with 6:21. Carolina has the score to send it to overtime.
Which is bananas in itself.
Back to play we go. Vance has it. Vance stripped away by Rick. Almost had it. Got forechecked. Boy, battle around the crease here right about now in front of Robinson. Vance quickly up the line on the near side by the referee's crease. He has Stakovic. Stakovic slides in, looking to split the double team. Another good stop by Martino. Folks, get in your playoff MVP votes right now. Who do you think takes home the playoff MVP trophy?
I'll be curious to see what your votes are.
Everybody cast your vote right now. Mahmoud's got it with 5:09 to play. Shot right at Robinson. He'll stop it.
So based on the things that have unfolded in tonight's game, who for a playoff MVP?
Ooh, that's a good one. I got to give it to Martino, man. Martino's held his own.
I would honestly give it to Martino, too. Guy's a solid goaltender. I mean, heck, I played against the dude. So take that for what it's worth, guys.
Wow, Carolina's back line is laying some wood here. Kunisher had it for a moment. McTavish now gets to the Gustafson. Gustafson trying to get past the defense. Nothing going there. But good play by
I don't blame them. You got to play angry at that.
Liam Caden now gets to the Davidson. I tell you, I got a little bit of potential consideration for Steven Dragtalk. He's played excellent defense in this whole playoff series.
Yeah, defensemen are underrated. You are right.
Ramon gets it back to Dragtalk. Dragtalk and Sherman Meow playing the back line right now. Sonati trying to bring it in, almost calls an offside. Here comes McTavish who gives it some back left for Carolina in the orange and blue. Now down 3-2 with 3:22 to play for the game. If Detroit holds on here, they will win the Cup championship. That puck flies out of the zone. And unfortunately for Hans Ali and Roman Pena, they cannot bring it back in before everybody's cleared. Line change both sides, 3-12 to a championship. Detroit's impossible dream could be coming true after all. Hitman.
And that was hard to believe. But hey, you called it as a possible, you called that Detroit was your sleeper team at the beginning of these playoffs. So, hey, you might have been on to something.
Kearns quickly coming back left for Carolina with 2:20 to play. Puck flies out of the zone. McForehead. No, whoops. Sampson had it for a moment. He'll get it to Kearns. Kearns at the right point in the zone left. Now at the right circle to the goal line. Kearns, Long takes it away from him. That's Ethan Long. He'll dump it near side. Under 2, call it 150. Detroit's got to hold on here. Sampson to pick up the loose puck. Line change both sides. I'm almost willing to bet you Carolina's going to go 6 attackers in a moment. Shot right at Martino. He stops that one in his track. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here we go. Empty net.
Yeah, I don't blame him here.
1:15 for regulation. Detroit 3, Carolina 2. I stand corrected. Robinson is still back there. I think for just a moment on the face.
Why haven't you pulled him at this point?
No, he's pulled.
What are you doing as a coach?
No, he was pulled. It's just he normally comes back when you are set down. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. So he came back on for just a hot sec. Rick had it for a moment. Doherty trying to pull. Not there. Martino with a great stop. 46-6 to a cup title for Detroit. Are you kidding me? 6 attackers now for Carolina.
This is ridiculous.
Again, Carolina must tie here to send it to overtime. Drag talk with the puck. Gets it out of the zone. Adil Mahmoud, 36-6. Mahmoud looking for a shot. He shoots right off of the defender. Caden has it. Caden gets 4 checks. Caden trying to get it out of the zone and does. Slides down ice. A potential icing call. Yes, with 8.6. Are you flipping kidding me?
What in the world is going on here?
Wow, this is amazing right here.
8.6 to play. Robinson is back on the ice.
Game of the year, ladies.
Detroit 8.6 away from a cup championship. Face off here, won by Carolina. They cannot get out of the zone. And folks, the impossible dream has come true. The Detroit Ice Dockers, 0-5 to start the season. HSL Commissioner's Cup champs at the end of the season. They win this leg 3-2.
What in the world just happened?
It's called the heart of a champion. And when you come from Hockey Town, you know exactly how to play championship hockey.
You can't underestimate that.
I truly agree here. My gosh. Are you flipping kidding me, ladies and gentlemen?
Woo! These have been good playoffs.
Indeed, they have been. Let's quickly take a look at the final tallies here. Let's see. Still looking for votes. And looks like it's Martino. Mickey Martino is our playoff MVP. Congratulations. But also congratulations.
He deserves it.
Also congratulations to the Detroit Ice Dockers. I know Jack Brown is dancing a jig right about now.
Yeah, he probably is.
Yeah.
Holy cow. Folks, thanks to everyone for joining us here on our coverage of the Hockey Simulation League for this inaugural season. Thanks to our inaugural commissioner, Tom Pepper. If not for his foundation and his vision, we would not be here. Thanks to my right-hand man, Cam Hoffman, for all the sims. Thanks to everybody in the league, and thanks to you, the fans, for joining us. Final, Detroit 3, Carolina 2. Detroit wins on away goals 3-1. For everybody here in beautiful Charlotte, North Carolina, good night. And take care, everyone. This is the Hockey Simulation League. Again, congratulations. The Detroit Ice Dockers, HSL Cup champs. Good night.